why you should be the face of your brand. Coming up where I came from, we didn't do business professionally, writing up contract, license agreements, promissory notes. We didn't know about any of that. Getting into RipRight, I was doing a lot of things off of face value. So when you start thinking about big brands like Nike, Adidas, Reebok, you name it, who is the face of those brands? A bunch of athletes. When I partnered up with this African guy and we was pushing ripsticks a mile a minute, we're talking about 12,000 ripsticks easy a month. Millions of dollars was made behind that. But what happened was, this is why it's imperative and it's important when you're just starting out to get your paperwork correct. Sometimes we think we might put a contract together and it's good. No, you need a lawyer, man. And these lawyers cost. I just went through a case and won, and it cost me over $60,000. Over 60K dealing with trademark and all kind of stuff. This thing is serious when it comes to business. Growing up in the hood, we're not taught none of this stuff. Get your paperwork in order first, and then once you start to make all of this money, you got to remember you're going to need an accountant. So you're going to have your taxes in line, and you can't be spending all your money because you got to pay Uncle Sam. How much orders was that? That's over 100 orders. That was almost $1,000 in shipping on one go. Serious business when you start to make money, when you're building a brand, and it's not easy. I push entrepreneurship. What I don't do is say don't get a job, leave your 9 to 5. No, you have to be strategic. هذا حد العالم، هذا طالب، هذا راسخ وإلى آخره. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. To all the RipRight Haditha type of YouTubers and viewers, welcome back to a new video on RipRight HD. And I like to do these videos while the printer's printing. That's for a reason, not haphazardly. I tell you, everything is done strategically, especially when it comes to my brand, when it comes to RipRight. And I just want to hit an important note on why you should be the face of your brand and why you should never allow someone else to be the face unless you have very specific paperwork established. Now, coming up where I came from, we didn't do business professionally. So writing up contracts, license agreements, promissory notes, we didn't know about any of that. So getting into RipRight, I was doing a lot of things off of face value. And if you guys know, it was a blessing that I was the face of the brand, and I never allowed anyone else to be the face, especially at the time, because I've had companies that was going to run my social media, and they told me, would you be willing to take a back seat? And I said, of course. Yeah, we can find a fitness influencer and put them in your place, and then you can quarterback everything. And I was like, yo, that sounds good. I don't have to do that much work, because when you're the face of the brand, you have to be seen, you have to be replying to comments, you just have to be all the way out there. So when you start thinking about big brands like Nike, Adidas, Reebok, you name it, who is the face of those brands? It's not a bunch of athletes is faces of the brands. LeBron is the face of Nike, right? Michael Jordan. You got different people, so you don't really know like who really owns Nike. And I kind of wanted that for RipRight. But fortunately for me, I started out as the face because I had no other choice. I couldn't hire somebody else to do everything that I was doing. I couldn't hire somebody else to do what I was doing to a T, exactly like how I wanted it to be done. So when I partnered up with this African guy and we was pushing ripsticks a mile a minute, we're talking about 12,000 ripsticks easy a month, sometimes more. Millions of dollars was made behind that. But what happened was greediness, money, mismanagement of money, especially on his part. So when it was time to start paying, I don't want to say start paying, because I did get a crazy payout when it comes to the business me and him did. But I'm talking about to keep up with the payments. He couldn't, because he's riding around in a Range Rover. He went and got married. He started to hire like a 15, 16 man team. Then he has an ads team. So he started to like do a little bit too much. And one thing that I noticed that he did was when he started to manufacture, he was buying the workers breakfast and lunch. He was getting them what is that called? A shuttle bus from where they stayed to get to work. He was just doing a lot, paying for Ubers. He was he was maxing. And then when the money kind of like messed up a little bit, guess what? He wanted to shortchange me. And how you gonna shortchange the one who's behind it all? That's allowing everything to happen. So he decided, you know what? You're my biggest expense, Islam. So I'm gonna remove you out the picture. I'm gonna trademark Ripped Stick, RIPTSTICK. I'm gonna push it on a whole nother level, and I'm gonna just push you out of the way, and then I'm gonna make many different people faces of the brand. And that didn't work because then he ran out of money. So then he tried to become the face, but unfortunately for him, I mean, he was out of shape. So once people started to see, like, he was making some bread still without me, but I was able to go to my support team, bring it to Instagram, bring it to Facebook, bring it to TikTok, bring it to Threads, bring it to YouTube, bring it to all the social media platforms, and we got him out of there. Shut him down. He came back and forth. He would shut his website down. Then he started a female brand called the Lift Stick, saying that it would lift your breasts and your bosoms. And he did a lot. And recently, like 2 months back, he came and tried to sell what is called a V2 stick, the version 2 of the Rip Stick. And he got a couple of people then as well too to buy, and he never shipped it out. So with that being said, this is why it's imperative and it's important when you're just starting out to get your paperwork correct. If you don't have money to get your paperwork and contracts and stuff written up strategically, because sometimes we think we might put a contract together and it's good. No, you need a lawyer, man. And these lawyers cost. I just went through a case and won, and it cost me over $60,000, over 60K, dealing with trademarks and all kind of stuff. This thing is serious when it comes to business. People don't really understand. And us as like blacks and growing up in the hood, we're not taught none of this stuff. Get your paperwork in order first. And then once you start to make all of this money, you got to remember you're going to need an accountant. So you're going to have your taxes in line, and you can't be spending all your money because you got to pay Uncle Sam, right? You got to pay the man. So think sometimes, just slow down, relax, relate, release. You don't have enough money to pay people. You're gonna have to be the face, and it's good. It's not bad with you being the face of the brand, because look, in my situation, it worked out. I didn't have to pay a whole lot of money for ads. I was able to make a good amount of money organically based on my social media and my following. And then obviously the product, come on guys, the product is a great product, and we can't deny that. And as I always say, I like to show the real, you know.
Can you rip that off?
Yes.
Thank you.
Are you about to start another? How much orders was that? It's gotta be like a Benji Easy.
No, that's over.
Oh, it's over 100 orders.
It was almost $1,000.
Yeah, that was almost $1,000 in shipping on one go. Guys, this is serious business when you start to make money, when you building a brand, and it's not easy. But I push entrepreneurship. But what I don't do is say don't get a job, leave your 9 to 5. No, you have to be strategic. Obviously, everybody can't be an entrepreneur. Obviously, or there wouldn't be anybody to work right now. Me and Mel are partners, both entrepreneurs, and we work the trip. Within our business, he has an assignment. Within our business, I have an assignment. And within the business, we both delegate and have assignments together as well. Like, for example, tomorrow, going out to pick up more product, packaging, um, keeping the workspace clean, shooting of the content, editing of the content, uh, restocking. We delegate that between the both of us, and then we do a lot. We just fill the space whenever it's due. And as you can see, I kind of look tired, a little bit of bloodshot in the eyes only in that one. And that's because we work like it ain't no tomorrow. So tomorrow, we ain't got to work. and it's real. Like, how long is it going to last? It took me 5-6 years to get to this point. But I just believe that there is an end goal, and you have to have that goal in sight, and you have to eventually start to delegate and remove yourself from out of the business. So, like I said, y'all really like these videos and things like that, and we're gonna definitely
Show them what it looks like currently. This.
I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see that. No, yet.
So shout out to New York at number 1. Shout out to California at number 2. Shout out to Texas at number 3. Shout out to Florida at number 4. Shout out to Jersey at number 5.
Number 5.
This is currently our top states that we are shipping to right now.
Currently, our top states that we're shipping to.
Only on one website though.
Yeah, that's one website. Like I said, we have 2 sites, and then we have the community. So make sure you join the community, because the Rip Right.
Don't forget Amazon.
Method. Oh, Amazon. Yeah, easy $40K a month. We have done some numbers dealing with Amazon. Amazon's is cool. So right now, I gotta let y'all know. Make sure to get these sauna suits. They still available. Get your sauna suits, your Rip Right gloves, the whole 9 yards. Y'all know what time it is. Stay tuned, y'all. Stay Rip. 6-pack. Big back. Big facts.
Indeed, in the body, literal translation, is a lump of flesh, a piece of meat. إِذَا صَلَحَتْ صَلَحَ الْجَسَدُ كُلُّهُ. And when that lump of flesh